Hey Andy, got anything planned for us to do today?
Actually, there was something I wanted to get off my chest before we get started. In my latest comparison film, Choosing a Spellcaster, I said some regretful statements concerning the summoner. The summoner's damage is quite lackluster. The summoner's damage is quite lackluster.
The summoner's damage is quite lackluster.
It turns out I was completely wrong and ended up unknowingly spreading disinformation. My sincerest apologies. I've since done a lot of soul searching in hopes to find a way to make amends. And I think I may have finally found my answer. We will be showcasing the summoner right here, right now.
Ooh, neat. Does that mean you get to host it and I get to take a nap again?
Nope.
Ooh,
You're gonna be hosting it.
Wait, what? Ah, crap. This is the Summoner, a powerful spellcaster whose trademark skill involves summoning powerful beings to aid them in battle. These beings have been given different names in the past: Summon Monsters, Eidolons, Espers, Guardian Forces, Aeons, and now, in Final Fantasy XIV, the Primals. The Summoner has always been able to rely on these powerful beasts to devastate its enemies, and the Summoner's incarnation in Final Fantasy XIV is no exception. Combining the power of the Primals with Ruin Magic and an array of debilitating damage over time spells, the Summoner is currently, as of patch 4.15, the top damage dealing spellcaster and is overall one among the highest damage dealing jobs around. To become a Summoner, one must first learn the arts of the Arcanists. One can find their guild over here, at the lower decks of Limja Luminsa, the pirate city.
Excuse me?
Sorry, the formerly pirate city of La Nocia. Of the three spellcasters, the Summoner is the most highly mobile. Combining this with the fact that they can dish out the most damage, one might think that they are unbalanced. In truth, it takes a lot of skill and attention to your cooldowns to excel as a Summoner, having to choose which spell to use and time when to use them wisely and precisely to pull ahead in front of spellcasters like the Black Mage. It requires a lot of practice, but once you master the Summoner's playstyle, all your hard work will be rewarded with the melting of your enemies' faces. Let's talk a little bit about the Summoner's main attractions, the Primal Eggies. You might be wondering, what the heck does Eggy mean? Well, according to Allegan lore, the suffix Eggy means the pure essence of. So when a Summoner summons his best friend, Garuda Eggy, the Summoner is in fact conjuring up the essence of Garuda, and not the full-on Primal itself. The first Eggy I'll go over is Ifrit Eggy, the Primal essence of fire. Ifrit uses high damage close range attacks such as Burning Strike and Flaming Crush, as well as the group buff Radiant Shield, which damages any foe that hits an ally affected with the shield. It also makes the enemy take 2% more physical damage for 4 seconds every time it is countered by the shield. The second Eggy is every Summoner's best friend, Garuda Eggy. Garuda uses range attacks such as Shockwave and Aerial Slash, as well as its most useful skill, Contagion. Contagion applies a debuff to the target enemy, increasing the damage taken from magic attacks by 10% for 15 seconds. This debuff provides a nice damage boost during a burst phase. Be aware, however, that there is a bit of delay between when you use the Contagion skill and when Garuda actually performs it. Make sure you don't jump the gun and start your burst before Garuda gets a chance to apply the debuff. The third Eggy is the king of rock and roll itself, Titan Eggy. Titan is a mini tank designed to keep aggro away from the Summoner with the enmity increasing skill Mountain Buster, as well as a handy stun in Landslide. To help it survive while tanking, Titan can give itself the Earthen Ward buff, reducing the damage it takes by 20% for 20 seconds. Titan Eggy is great for adventuring solo, but try not to use it in a party where there's already a tank present. Now that I've introduced the 3 primary summons that aid the Summoner in combat, let me introduce to you the final and most powerful summon that the summoner can call upon for help. This Primal can only be summoned at level 70, and after completing all of the summoner's job quests. However, the power of this godly beast is worth all the effort. I am of course talking about Demi Bahamut. That's right, Bahamut, the Elder Primal, the Dreadworm himself. To summon Demi Bahamut, you will have to go through 2 complete Dreadworm trance phases. Each Dreadworm trance phase charges up the summoner's trance gauge. The first trance phase makes the trance gauge appear with the stylistic gold Bahamut with some blue etheric glow to it. With the second trance phase, the appearance of the gauge changes, now showing a completely blue Bahamut. This indicates that you're ready to summon Demi Bahamut using the Summon Bahamut skill. When you summon Demi Bahamut into the field, it takes the place of your current Eggy and stays with you for 20 seconds. Also, Bahamut is unlike the other Eggies in that it only attacks when you do. For every skill you use against a hostile target, Demi Bahamut uses its Worm Wave attack on the target as well, a 160 potency attack. Before summoning Bahamut, you'll want to have as many off-global cooldown attacks available to you, so try to summon Demi Bahamut after you use Aether Flow. Fester and Pain Flare really help in drawing out as many attacks as you can from Bahamut. To have Bahamut use its most powerful attack, AKH MORN, use the Enkindle Bahamut skill. AKH MORN has a whopping 680 potency, so you'll want to use this skill as soon as you summon Bahamut into the field. It also has a 13-second cooldown, so you can have Bahamut use AKH MORN twice before he disappears.
Well, I think that wraps up our Summoner Highlights video. Thanks, narrator, for hosting it.
Yeah, not like I had a choice. I'm gonna go take a nap.
But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give a thumbs up if you did, and also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell icon as well so that you'll get notifications on my latest uploads. Thanks so much again for watching, and as always, take care. See you next time.